You know, no one will agree with us, right? This video will be filled with more hate than the inside of a big city church. As soon as people see what's number 10 on the list, they're going to click off the video. I guarantee it.
Sorry, Donnie, we all decided and agreed on this top 10. And besides, no matter what we rank, we'll get pissed on regardless. Yes, indeed, we'll get pissed on so much that it would make R. Kelly jealous.
Anime is fantastic, and I enjoy it very much. I enjoy it almost as much as I enjoyed, oh, damn it, my legal counsel has suggested that I don't finish this statement.
You should probably heed those words of advice, Bill, but who cares what everyone else thinks, homies? We are just giving our opinions. If a show doesn't appear on this top 10 list, it is probably because we either didn't watch it yet, or we just didn't enjoy it as much as you did, and that's okay. Feel free to post your top 10 anime in the comments below. Now, would you like to start the video, Mr. Bush? You're going to be doing number 10 and number 9.
Hell ya playa, let's get it cracking and shit, Holmes. I'm about to bring a wave of nostalgia back into everyone's brain. With number 10, Jamie, roll that transition, homie.
It's time to do.
Starting off at number 10, we have the original YuGiOh anime, which ran from April 18th, 2000 all the way to September 18th, 2004. I know, you can click off the video now if you want, I understand. But the YuGiOh anime, as well as the card game itself, was a big part of millions of people's childhood and remains a popular card game and series to this day. There's always something beautiful about waking up on a Saturday morning to go and watch YuGiOh on the WB Kids channel, even if it was awfully dubbed by 4Kids Entertainment. I was a little youngin' back then, and that kind of stuff I just didn't care about. I cared about Yugi ass pulling his way out of duels. That was the funniest shit to me. You see, even as a kid, I knew how to play the YuGiOh card game, and watching the Pharaoh do shit like attack the fucking moon during Duelist Kingdom really made me laugh. The characters that didn't duel were pretty boring, but occasionally had some funny lines like Tristan Taylor.
Yeah, who knows? I can definitely tell you one thing, though. They weren't very fond of you guys.
Wow, Sherlock, you're real smart, pal. Did you figure that out all by yourself, or did someone help you?
Goddamn Tristan Straight Savage, I think the best moment of the entire series is when Yugi finally faces off against the Pharaoh. Spoiler alert if you actually care, but Yugi beats the Pharaoh at the end of the series, and Adam can finally move on into eternal rest. It was actually pretty sad. After all the bullshit we went through watching them duel, Marek, Kaiba, Pegasus, Darts, and so many others, it was quite the poetic ending. Not to mention we got the legend himself, Little Kurabo, who created the YuGiOh Abridged series. What a goddamn Chad, I hope he's doing well. But that's enough children's card games, let's move on to number 9. Number 9 goes to the Promised Neverland. Jesus Christ, this anime is gruesome. Straight up, this anime is not for everyone. I want to say this right out of the gate. The premise is about a bunch of kids trying to escape the orphanage they are trapped in. And I won't go into too much detail about it to prevent some spoilers. But just know while you're watching this show that nothing is as it seems. This anime is deceptive and will make you sad. All the characters are unique, and the buildup of the show is done beautifully. And the payoff for it at the end was wonderful. Well, at least it was for Season 1. Honestly, Season 2 is not that good. But Season 1 is so good that I wouldn't be able to live with myself if it wasn't included in this list. If you're looking for something new, something in the realm of horror and thrilling, check out this anime. But be warned, it can get pretty gruesome. Let's move on to Bill and numbers 8 and 7.
Hey, it's cool, old Bill, ha ha ha. Nothing's happening under my desk, and I don't even know why you suggested that anyway. Number 8 on this list goes to Death Note, no doubt an all-time classic. It's the story of a young man getting the Death Note, a journal in which any name that is written within it will lead to the death of the person with that name. It was a more refreshing watch than my second term win. And let me tell you, that shit was like a Capri Sun. It was so refreshing. The protagonist of this anime isn't really even a protagonist at all, making the audience sympathize with him at certain points, but mostly hope for his downfall, as the demon tied to both him and the Death Note is exposed. I think Light was written well. Ridding the world of evildoers can be seen in a positive light. Naturally, as human beings, we want everyone to be happy and peaceful. Most dislike evil crimes like murder. But how this anime explores this concept is rather interesting. If you had the power to just write names in a book and kill them, at what point do you become unhinged? At what point are you considered to be playing God? It's a fascinating anime with many more high points than low. Check it out. It's only like 30-something episodes. It's definitely a bit on the edgier side, but it's pretty good. I'd even go as far as to say it's the 8th best anime of all time, in my opinion. Moving on to lucky number 7, the same amount of times that the Oval Office became my personal, unadulterated. The story of Attack on Titan is fucking awesome. Even if you don't care about deep, introspective character development, you get to watch badasses cut down monster titans with swords. I suggest you read the manga though, as well as it's just as good as the anime. Genuinely has great storytelling, with some flaws of course, like every anime, but the characters really stand out to me in this show. People like Eren, Mikasa, Levi, Armin, they all grow wonderfully. Well, some more than others, some go crazy. If you know, you know. Anyway, it was also another one of those anime that offered a refreshing outlook on things and turned us away from the usual protagonist trope, made us rethink a lot of prior scenes with its expert usage of flashbacks and such. Go rewatch the scene of young Armin, Mikasa, and Eren. You know the one I'm talking about, the one where Mikasa shoves bread into Eren's mouth. Who's that standing over there in the corner, I wonder? Thank me later, Chads. I'm gonna hand it off to my brother from another mother, Big Barry Obama. Big Billy is out of here waving his willy. Peace out.
We are starting to come up to the big boys now, the big hitters, the big killers. That's right, it's the original Dragon Ball bitches. What can be said about any of the Dragon Ball shows that hasn't already been said? Dragon Ball was the one that paved the way for so many other shonen anime. It's not even funny, it's the grandpappy of all fighting anime that came after it. And you simply can't deny that. So many iconic characters were introduced and they would last the test of time. Well, except Yamcha, but you know, he has that meme moment, so it's okay.
I'm here now. It's Yamcha! That's right. Don't worry, guys. We worked ourselves half to death with our training. So I know that as long as we stick together, we'll take on these Saiyans. And we will win!
Calma, sweet viewer. I know that meme is from Dragon Ball Z, but seriously, go watch the original Dragon Ball or read it if anyone is even still into that. You'd be really surprised to hear how many people have seen all of Dragon Ball Z, all of GT, and all of Super, but never took the time to watch the original Dragon Ball. Go ahead and do it. Just ignore the Bulma moments. They didn't age well, and I, of course, don't condone them. Blame Toriyama. I didn't write the shit. I just like the big monkey transformation and watching old guys blow up the moon. Call me simple, I don't give a fuck.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Have you ever watched an anime that really just makes you audibly say, wow, that's some good animation? Mob Psycho is one of those animes that only comes out every now and then. It's created by the same man that made One Punch Man, and in my opinion, it is so much better than One Punch Man. The story follows two characters. A young boy named Mob who has innate psychic abilities, and a con artist named Reigen Arataka. Con artist who claims to be a great mystical psychic, but really just uses Mob to fix all his problems. That's not to say the show doesn't follow other characters as well. I think Mob Psycho does more for its side characters than other anime. They are always growing with the main character, and I think that's wonderful, compared to a show like Dragon Ball Z, where after a certain point, if you didn't have the blood of a Saiyan with you, you were basically useless. This show gives all of them something to do, and god damn it, guys, the fight scenes in this show really are spectacular. They really are something else. Oh, and this anime has some moments that actually genuinely had my eyes watering, sad Obama noises. Do yourself a favor and go check it out. It's as action-packed as it is funny. A very solid show. Now it's time to move on to Joe. See what I did there? Rhyming, very funny and clever. I know you didn't need to tell me, but I'm glad you did. That was very nice of you.
It's my turn, bitches, and it's time for Raiden Biden to make you all seethe. That's right, coming in at number 4 is Dragon Ball Z. What you thought we were done with the Dragon Ball playa? Please, this shit goes harder than I do at a bingo game. This shit slaps harder than your father with a belt. This shit gets me to get up every morning, knowing that someone out there is watching this show for the first time. So many glorious moments, so many amazing fight scenes. This show had the best villains easily. Vegeta, Frieza, Cell, and Kid Buu. It was simply glorious, with some iconic emotional moments and deaths. Sure, it was cheesy sometimes, and they definitely scream a whole bunch, but I got those rose-tinted glasses on, baby, and I'm riding them bitches into the sunset. An amazing show. My first ever scene that I watched of this show was Super Saiyan 3 Goku fighting the Fat Buu, and my little brain was hooked. Glorious show. Let's move on to number 3 before I mail Toriyama a love letter. Oh, and for the love of God, this message goes directly to everyone involved with Team 4-Star. Tell me what is required for you guys to do the Buu saga. I need you to tell me.
Tell me.
Tell me.
Tell me. Tell me.
I know this list is full of shonen anime, but this is just what we watched. So sorry if you were looking for something more indie or hidden gem. But boys, I fucking love Naruto. This show is just awesome. It's a wonderful journey of an outcast, hated by everyone in his village for something that isn't even his fault. It's the journey of this same boy rising to prominence with the dream to become leader of his village. This show teaches the main theme of never giving up and always staying true to your word, which I think everyone struggles with from time to time. The characters, both good and bad, are wonderfully crafted, and the fights are all intense and emotional. Wonderful show. I strongly recommend you check it out, and the subsequent show, Shippuden. But, well, you can skip Boruto, read the manga if you have to, but don't watch the show. It's so goddamn slow. Well, I guess you can watch episode 65 of Boruto, only because that animation gives me a stiffy. But yeah, just read the manga. It's 10 times better. I just can't praise this show enough. All these glorious emotional battles, all the suspense, the heartbreak. When characters die in this show, it really, really is sad. The music is wonderful, and I still have fond memories of this show to this day. My favorite character is Kakashi, and no one can take that away from me. Now I gotta go. Here's Donald with our top 2 favorite anime.
The second best anime of all time is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. And I don't need to even explain myself. Go fucking watch it after this video, seriously. Just go do it. Alchemy, fights, emotion, romance, bromance, betrayal, heartbreak. It's everything. It has everything. Who doesn't want to watch 2 kids try and find the Philosopher's Stone in order to get their bodies back? Just watch it. Now, I demand it. Daddy Donald demands it. You might be thinking to yourself, oh, but I'm watching other shows. Fuck your other shows and go watch an actual good one. Don't be lame about it. Go and watch it. The number 1 anime of all time for me personally, and of course for the rest of the boys, is Steins Gate. Steins Gate is one of the most interesting anime I have ever watched, with some of the best characters I've ever had the privilege of watching. This show is about a group of college kids attempting to create time travel with a microwave. I'll be the first to admit that saying that out loud sounds dumb, but trust me, I thought it was dumb too, until I actually watched it. This is without a doubt the most mindfuck show I've watched in anime, just when you think stuff can't get any worse. Boom, it gets worse and you end up looking like a little pee-pee baby. It's not the bloodiest anime and it's not the most action-packed, but it has the most heart put into it, in my opinion. It's a short 24-episode experience where every episode you watch up until episode 14 kind of makes you think, yeah, this show is good, but I mean, why is it so popular? It's not that great or anything. Oh, my poor misguided viewer, after you watch episode 14, you'll be hooked to your screen. It's that amazing. And if you aren't hooked well, then just stop watching after episode 14. My favorite characters are, of course, Okabe and Karasu. Those 2 are adorable, and the entire show makes me so sad. I warn you right now, this show will make you sad. It will make you mad. And there's literally no relief. You will suffer, I'm sorry in advance, LC Kong Ru. Well, there you have it, Chads. Our top 10 favorite anime, I know you're probably surprised at number 1, especially considering how much I fucking hate time travel. And believe me, I really do hate time travel. But honestly, Steins Gate is the only one that gets a pass.
I love Steins Gate, and Kirasui can get this schmeat on God.
I agree, Bill. I think everyone does. And I have it on good authority that Kirasue is definitely AI Tob's waifu. He doesn't want me telling you all that, but I'm literally Barack Obama, so I'm just going to do what I want.
Post in the comments below your top 10 anime of all time. We will be reading all the comments we can. If your favorite anime didn't make it onto the list, we probably just haven't watched it. Not a lot of time nowadays to watch anime, I'm afraid, but to all you wondering what anime to watch, any of these 10 will most likely satisfy an itch you're looking to scratch. Stay safe, players. Mr. Biden, would you like to sound us off?
What is a One Piece and why the fuck does everyone want it? I'm serious. Why would anyone only want one piece? Wouldn't you at least want a 3-piece or something? I mean, who goes to KFC and just orders 1 piece of chicken? It's weird.